First at 5 today, first responders see a lot while on the job. That includes both the good and the bad, and sometimes the bad can stick with them, which in turn can impact their mental health.
Now a prevention-focused program is helping to provide those who serve and protect with tools to cope with what they encounter. News Center Maine's Leanne Stapleton joins us with more on this. Hi, Leanne.
Hey, good evening, Brian and Amanda. The Struggle Well program is one of several programs offered by the nonprofit Boulder Crest Foundation. This particular program is geared toward military units and first responders. It aims to provide tools to process traumatic events, including healthy outlets like talking to a friend, exercise, reading, meditation, and so on. Police departments around the country have brought this program to their officers. Earlier this month, the Augusta Police Department was the first one in Maine to participate in the Struggle Well program. Life after trauma. That's what Struggle Well guide Richard Golden says is the goal of the program.
Be one incident, or as we like to say, there's death by 1,000 cuts, right? I spent 25 years with the Maine State Police, and during that time, I was witness to hundreds and hundreds of traumatic incidents.
Augusta Police Chief Kevin Lully invited this program into his department.
Not only did I want to provide this as a tool for our staff that will just make them better as well as the people they serve better, but I wanted to be able to experience it as well, so I get a better understanding maybe where we're failing as a department in that realm.
For the young guys, it's a preventative thing so they don't have issues down the road. For the older guys, it helps them process what they've gone through for 20 years of their career.
And even though he's not a clinician, Golden uses his own experience as a tool.
It helps somebody else open up and talk about it, then that's a benefit. Because a lot of that, the self-help part of it is learning those steps, right? Disclosure is important. Secrets hold power over you until you share them, right? But a lot of times everybody's closed-knit and they don't want to share them because maybe that's a sign of weakness.
Closing the door on weakness and opening the door to relatability.
Men and women spend upwards of 8, 10, 12 hours per day here every day together, and so they recognize those traits. They recognize a baseline for everybody. So if all of a sudden they're seeing somebody who might be in need, maybe if I don't recognize my own need, maybe one of my coworkers will.
Lully says it's not uncommon for first responders to respond to over 100 calls a day.
But what that doesn't allow for is time for them to decompress, identify maybe some of the concerns or impacts it's having on them.
So lessons include understanding why they may feel the way they do after an incident, looking at how and why that individual is struggling, and then how to find healthy practices to move forward.
It's important to us. What values guide you and how you want to live your life. And sometimes when you're in deep struggle, you forget about those, and that causes conflict, right? Because if your mind is telling you one thing and your heart's telling you something else, and we want to try to close that gap.
Chief Lully says learning these tools to cope with trauma could also help first responders when they're out in the community. So, for example, if they go out on a call, an officer may be able to find common ground to help someone else. So, Brian and Amanda, to learn more about this program and the others offered, you can visit bouldercrest.org.
Important stuff, Leanne. Thank you.